Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Life comes at you fast, which is why it's important to find some time to relax. A little you time. Enter Chumba Casino. With no download required, you can jump on anytime, anywhere for the chance to redeem some serious prizes. So treat yourself with Chumba Casino and play over 100 online casino-style games, all for free. Go to ChumbaCasino.com to collect your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Most weight loss plans are one size fits all, not taking into account each person's individual needs. Noom is here to change that. Noom Weight uses psychology. That's why they say losing weight starts with your brain. But it also takes into account your unique biological factors, which also affect weight loss success. The program helps you understand the science behind your eating choices and why you have cravings. Everyone's journey is different, so your daily lessons are personalized to you and your goals. One of the great things about Noom is that it's nourishing instead of restrictive. They focus on progress instead of perfection. You don't have to give up carbs, or anything for that matter. Have cravings? Food FOMO? Noom can help you lose weight while still enjoying your favorite foods. To date, Noom has helped more than 5.2 million people lose weight. Stay focused on what's important to you with Noom's psychology and biology-based approach. Sign up for your trial today at Noom.com. That's Noom.com.
Work that we're doing here is not going to stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Like it or not, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Like it or not. Rebecca Azor is in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, a real life-ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. He's always coming up with the master plan. Politics scheming, trying to find the meaning of life. While the feds keeps us in strife. I'm your DJ. I really don't need no introduction right now, but you know what? I stay dropping them jams. Y'all know who I am. Good hope, dad jokes, culture-ish, politics. What you're hearing right now was the culmination of all of this. I started out with the mic in my hand, and I graduated to a plethora of fans. I love bringing joy to the people. It makes me feel great, makes me feel regal. I do what I do for you. I do what I do for you. Let's go. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Let's start this damn show. Let's go.
Like It or Not starts now.
Everybody all right?
Yeah, we all in two different, three. Make it look like I'm taller than you, Becca, and we know better than that.
It does. This is how tall the chair can go, baby.
Hey, let me lower my.
Oh, I know what I can do. I'm going to tilt down on the camera.
Yeah.
One moment.
James,
Good morning, Ben. How you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. We just scratching and surviving over here trying to get it together this morning.
No,
My
for
microphone
real.
struggling.
Like, Ben, I'm like, what's going on? Then I'm over here about to fall out the chair trying to sit down and put the headphones on.
There it is. There it is.
I
I
don't know
got
what
it
y'all
ready
talking
right
about.
now.
I was okay. It's still a little,
A little
so
blurry.
I probably need to tilt it down a little bit
Becca,
more.
I need the quality camera that you have in your Shades of Good News videos.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, where does that come from?
That comes from me actually lighting myself properly. So my skin color does well in a darker environment with light. You can actually see my actual skin color. When I have all of the lights on, like if I were to be in front of this window right here behind me, you would see my skin color better. I don't have to use artificial lights like this, or to have that ring light look. I think Black people, we look better when the lights aren't super artificial. We look better in natural lighting, and I think that's key to it. When I say natural lighting, I mean like the light from the window, those type of things. That's why, if you ever see me doing videos, I have most of the window on my face, and I will lessen. If I have this in the background because it's probably night out, I'll bring this down a couple notches like this. Like the lighting will go.
Oh,
so
okay. Because I just saw. Okay, wait a minute.
Wait, hit it back on real quick.
So I'll hit it back to how I usually have it for the show. Like here.
You know what's going on also is your camera's focusing on your teacup.
Yeah, right now.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Oh,
it sure is.
Focus on your teacup. Well, just move your teacup out the way, and it'll focus on you.
Oh no! Even then, even with the focus on me right now, I don't get that look. It's focusing on everything. This camera is really good. The Sigma lens that's on it actually focuses on everything. So that's the. Anywho, I'm
all the same
in real life. I'm beautiful in real life. Right. So I think that people tend to forget that. I had to remind myself about that too, because there's no filter on these cameras. There's just not. We look the way we look, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing I can do about that. What's so crazy is these cameras, there's no filters on it. We look the way we look. But on this phone right here, it'll make you feel like you are the ugliest person. This device right here, this thing right here, this will make you look like that front face camera joint right here. Will make you feel like you're a monster. You got ready, right? You took your time, your sweet time in the morning. Well, you took your sweet time before you went out. You played that jam that you like. Because I said jam. I did. You played that music that you like. You know what I'm saying? You had your track playing in the background. Did your eyebrows just right? Or took your wave cap off of your nice shiny heads to make sure that the shine was there. Whatever you did when you was getting ready. But then you trusted this device on the front face camera. And what it told you was that all that work you did to still be that's what it tells you. And then you'd be like, well, let me try it on the other side. And now this one is actually inside of your pores. This piece right here is going inside your pores. This ain't picking up the one that it should pick up. And this right here is picking up a piece of debris that on the
stuck
side,
on the camera.
It's crazy. And so at the end of the day, I feel like I trust this camera because it's how I see myself in real life. It's how I can see myself so thank you for investing in us and these cameras, Ben, because this, know how the struggle was. Yeah. You know how the struggle was when we were in working with people who didn't understand our lighting. 4 years ago today, that's the first conversation that we had when you brought me back on Like It or Not, was our lighting, when I had to get the people to understand that I'm a warm color and you can't light me with cool colors because I am a warm color. But anyhow, get your lighting right. Nowadays, do a little darker in your background. When you're like doing a nighttime setting, or if you don't have any windows, do like a darker, and then give yourself more of a warmer light. You don't have to have it right here at your face, okay? Because that's what you don't have to have it there. You can just have your natural lighting set. I'm no light guru, but I had to do what works for me. We all have, Black people, even our skin ain't no monolith. We might be Black, but we come in different shades, baby.
Okay.
So it depends on what's best for you to be lit. Some people can be lit in warm colors. You light me on a cool color, I'm gonna look like a corpse. It just don't work for me. But warm,
corpse.
I'm a Caribbean girl naturally, and so I gotta be in the
That's funny.
Caribbean sun kiss.
That's funny.
Can't stand her.
Anywho, it is Saturday. It is the Saturday before Christmas.
Hey.
And all through the house. But no, it was your birthday. How did you celebrate your birthday, Bubba?
Oh my gosh.
We haven't seen you since.
I know, right? So went to after the show.
It was an after party.
Yeah, the after party, right?
Hold on, sorry. Forgive me.
After the party,
after party in the hotel, it was after the party was Disney World. So went to Disney World, had so much fun with the Epcot. Ate, drank so much. Was on my little scooter just riding around full as hell.
That's how. Remember that we know where that comes from, right, James? That's how Rebecca be getting over to her jump
Not anymore. God has changed my life. The way that car stays parked. The way that car stays parked.
Rebecca.
For me to read devotionals, and when I go anywhere, it's always to the gas station and the grocery store, which we'll talk about because them prices ain't moving nowhere. But yeah, that's the only places I go. Go ahead, Bubba.
But yeah, it had a lot of fun, man. Came back home and was off for like a week from work, so I just chilled, and then of course had bronchitis. But yes, now I'm feeling much better. I still got that little rattle in the chest, but yeah. And shout out to Q for my Beyonce cup. Y'all see it? No, I can't see it.
Oh, no.
There she go.
See it, though.
It looks like
it's giving Rihanna.
Yeah, it's the no, for real. It's the Cowboy Carter mug.
Oh. I was like a whole lot about
I don't see Beyonce there.
I can't zoom this.
Where'd you got that from? Temu?
No.
Oh, good. Talk about the man.
Q, you better come get it, Q. I'm serious. He actually got it from the Beyonce website, though.
Because it's really looking like a little mix of Rihanna, Rita Ora.
I wish y'all could.
Giving everybody but Beyonce.
There you go.
It's still giving.
No, there we go. You ain't seen the Cowboy Carter stuff?
Oh,
yeah, I did. But that's giving. B better have my money. That's not. I'm not really. But anywho,
there we go. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that looks like Beyonce.
Yeah, there we go.
Beyonce. And how was your how was your week, Benjamin?
Workful. Just out here grinding in these streets, putting out that content.
I see it.
You have been doing the work too. Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. I'm just trying to, do some stuff, do my part. And
what is it? So what was that? That deep in exhale. Excuse me. What was that? What was that?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that I'm trying to find videos for right now as we speak. I'm trying to lie.
Okay, well, you go ahead and do that. I'll let you do that because I know I gave you a couple.
I'm having a hard time with
a couple of stories. Yeah, we'll just go over them though. But as for me and my weekend, it was okay. I've been trying to do the content creation type stuff for y'all, and it's just been so hard. Having to edit and then
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
Most weight loss plans are one size fits all, not taking into account each person's individual needs. Noom is here to change that. Noom Weight uses psychology. That's why they say losing weight starts with your brain. But it also takes into account your unique biological factors, which also affect weight loss success. The program helps you understand the science behind your eating choices and why you have cravings. Everyone's journey is different, so your daily lessons are personalized to you and your goals. One of the great things about Noom is that it's nourishing instead of restrictive. They focus on progress instead of perfection. You don't have to give up carbs, or anything for that matter. Have cravings? Food FOMO? Noom can help you lose weight while still enjoying your favorite foods. To date, Noom has helped more than 5.2 million people lose weight. Stay focused on what's important to you. With Noom's psychology and biology-based approach, sign up for your trial today at Noom.com. That's Noom.com.
Post, right? This is somebody talked about this the other day, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. Can I do that? Can I have a moment to be honest?
Of course.
In my heart? Thank you. So I worked so hard on this recent video that I posted for Shades of Good News, and I love it. I love it. I love doing Shades of Good News. It brings me all the joy in the world. But it's the feeling of when you're working on the stuff and working all hard on it, and baby, when you drop it, it doesn't go platinum and it goes straight paper.
Not even wood, Rebecca.
This wood, baby. Not even paper. It's just in its original form. They didn't take it for no value, nothing. And I said, you know what? Those 500 people and those over 100 people who commented and said something positive, that's actually, if you change your perspective on it, 500 people came to your video and watched it.
Yeah.
500. So I had to put that in perspective because I'm like, oh, doing it on your own is a whole thing.
It's a lot, right?
Yeah. And I'm like, it's okay though. And I treat each and every one of you 500 plus people who went to go watch my latest episode, which I loved, of Shades of Good News, written, edited by your girl. I thank you because you make me feel like a superstar. And even though in that moment and that was the moment that I had to check myself, like, wow, I did all this work. I did it's going to be great. And I drop it. And it went wood. But it went wood on YouTube, but in my house, it went platinum.
There you go, Rebecca.
Diamond.
That's right.
Diamond.
And well,
you know, you hang in there. It takes a minute to get the traction, and you know it feels like. So what you're doing is hard. It's harder than most because the easier thing to do would be rapid response to like what something happened in the news. Boom, let me get that. Let me reply to boom, boom, boom. So I do that from time to time. I really hate doing that, but unfortunately, like you have to do it for the algorithm just to keep your channel alive. Sometimes what you're doing is you're taking and creating an entire presentation, an entire show, right? And you're taking the news and you're creating something positive for people. And we all know the algorithm don't like positivity.
No, it doesn't.
It does not like positivity. Now, you out there and talk some mess about somebody, you go platinum in the morning.
I have a rant coming. Every time I do a rant, those are the good ones. I have another rant coming out, and that rant is going to be good. So make sure it's going to be about my experience with white people these past few days, and white women specifically, and how they look at me as an object and not a person when I'm in a store. They don't move out the way for me. They hit me with their carts. They run me over. Their children do the same thing. And so I'm going to have a rant coming out about that. And I can guarantee you that may go a little step up from wood, but it always does much better than my positive content.
Because people love mess. That's what it is. People always love mess. And like that, I will say to both of y'all, that's one reason I'm kind of like, I haven't done a lot of stuff. Is because I'm just like, first of all, it's really hard trying to build this channel from scratch. But I will say thank you to everybody that's on my channel. But trying to come up and do everything is like, my gosh, man, I don't know. It just kind of scares me a little bit, I guess. So that's why I really haven't been doing a lot of solo stuff. But I said that in the new year, I'm just going to start doing it. David's been talking about me streaming my gameplay for the longest. So it's time to step out there and start doing it.
Yeah. And you should. What's crazy is I'm so used to working underneath a channel or a page or a news, whatever, or doing and helping other people's, content grow or showing up on other people's stuff, which is fine with me. And having to do it on my own, I have to, utilize. I do it so different. I feel like I have a thing, right? When I create my scripts and stuff like that, when I'm writing, I go off the top of the dome, as y'all can see, because of my, what they call millennial pauses in my video or whatever. I make sure that I give the information as best as I could as a digital journalist, but as a journalist at that, because I can tell you right now, I created something and then I told Chat GPT to clean it up for me. It took out the who, the what, the when, and the where. And I responded to it, put back the information. Do you know what it responded back to me? It said, you are a great journalist. We can tell you have that's what Chat GPT replied to me. We can tell you have I can tell you have journalist expertise, actual journalism training, great eye, and it put the information back.
Wow.
Why would it take it out in the first place?
Right.
Because, and that's a great question, Ben. It brings me to my next point. It shows that even the algorithm or even AI understands that people don't want the truth. They want the raunchy part. They want as somebody said in the comment section, the slop. They want what's hurtful. They want what's trending. They don't want to know that this person was somebody who flew on this plane to get to this place, to walk to this place, to do this thing, to have this done. They don't want to know the details. And it's so crazy because I was taught to actually put all of that information into a 1 minute, 30-second video. That's what you call a package in journalism, to put 1 minute and 30 seconds worth of information in video. The who, what, when, and where. But they want other things and that are not, it leads to me, lots of misinformation, because what you can do is have this rage baiting. And that's so trendy. It like I made this comment on Threads, and I said, my experience with white women this past weekend, and that has made it has done numbers. Now, here goes my camera. I told you guys.
Wow.
But that has done numbers. But when I post about positive things or whatever, the algorithm does not work with me at all. That's why I really don't utilize Instagram like that. But because Instagram does not play with me fair at all. YouTube is my space, and I don't want that space being taken from me. With the talk of TikTok being taken away, they're all coming over to this space. And every video that I keep seeing now on YouTube at this moment is how to grow your followers, how to grow your followers, how to grow your subscribers, how to grow your subscribers. Coming over to TikTok. This is 5 things you can do to grow here. And I'm like, take that over back to TikTok.
No, for real.
I don't want it over here. Every single video, every single thing. I'm like, where is I want people to be able to be themselves, but what the social media tends to do, as beautiful as it can be, a place it can be, it makes you feel like you have to shuck and jive.
Yeah.
To be seen. But at the end of the day, Ben, like you were saying, sometimes you got to do those things to get $1. I made $1 from my last video.
Wow.
98 cents. 98.
Child, return on investment is real. Listen, I ain't telling you not to do your show at all. I ain't telling you to do that because you got to do what inspires you. Hang on, I'm gonna take you down for a second while you do what you do. Your work in general is in. So okay, let me tell you how I Lord, my vocabulary said not today.
See?
You see what just happened? I got into a whole.
Today is not a vocab day.
Man, listen, I got into a whole cognitive loop right there. I couldn't get out of that sentence. All right, so this is how I do it. Like, so the ministry work, it's so funny. People are like, oh, you're a pastor so that you can grift off of people and take up all this money. And I'm like, y'all really have no idea how actual ministry works. Like, a lot of times actual ministry don't make no money. Such is the case right now. My ministry work I lose money doing it. Like I lose subscribers doing it. I lose all kinds, but I do it because that's my work. That's my ministry. That's my passion. And that's what I'm going to continue to do when I do it. The political work that I do, it happens to just match up. It is my passion and I do it, but it also in this content creation space, if you do it right, it actually can help pay the bills. So just like all before, the way I bought the cameras and the way I bought the microphones and everything we have now, I did it off the political work. And it's unfortunate, like for a very long time, I just stopped doing it because one, I was displaced and couldn't really do it. But then 2, I got tired of doing it. I didn't want to talk about Donald Trump ever again after many times I talked about him in 2020. All those videos that got 2 million views and 500,000 views and all that. And don't get me wrong, I did it because every word is true and it needed to be said. And then there's still some Donald Trump stuff that needs to be said, but it's the algorithm wants you to produce soul crushing stuff that is meaningless to you. It's so true. I mean, if you look at even some of the top content creators who are, it's brain rot. It's nothing of substance. It's nothing that's going to help somebody. It's literally somebody, if black people get on camera and do all the step and fetch and tomfoolery stuff, they become the #1 streamers. I ain't gonna call no names because I don't want to start no beef. But
you already got a whole video about some people who.
So it's a balance. You have to do, if you're trying to make a coin in this space, you're gonna have to do some.
I gotta do something strange for a piece of change. I understand. What's so funny is, I'm a natural. If y'all don't, this is funny because somebody told me that all I do is TikTok stuff. I don't be on TikTok. I'm a natural girl on the internet that dances. Y'all know me. I sing, I dance, I do all the things, right?
Right.
So I said I want to start doing my lifestyle stuff on, which I will be. It's not. I'm not going to hold back on that. It's happening. I've already got some stuff upcoming on my channel to bring you guys more into the life of Rebecca Azor, and not to make $1 about it, because I wanted to go into, now making $1 about it is fine because that's my job. However, but not to make $1 about it, because I want you guys to come in and see me more, because for the life of me, I did not want y'all in my home because y'all psychos was scrolling on something and see some of my social security or something. I'll be like, y'all are like that. Not my audience though, but the people out there. And so I've been real careful about that. But I wanted to my brother, like I said, is going to be my editor on starting next year, and we're going to to help me with some of this stuff, and just to push forth and continue this work in a way that can actually be good to you, not just draining. Because this year, guys, this next year, next 4 years, be very expecting of us to continue to produce content for you in the political scene, but also I'm speaking for myself. On Like It or Not with Rebecca Azor, you guys will not be finding me bending my back over sideways to do anything more than give you the Donald Trump stuff, but I'm going to give you more of other things, because there's going to be a lot of other things I want you guys to get ready for, but get your minds healthy for in the next 4 years, because like Ben said, there has been much brain rot, and we have been people who have been covering Donald Trump, and not only are our brains were rotting, it has worn us out. You will get Donald Trump coverage because that is our president, right? That's going to be our president in the next 4 years. However, you will not get just Donald Trump.
Amen.
And when he starts to do things, we'll talk about him doing something. But if you think we're going to sit down here and do a 5-hour telethon, videoathon about it, screaming, you can go to our old content that probably will line up to this very day or that very thing that Donald Trump did and match literally word for word, as if it was that day today or whatever. It's the same thing, different day. So with that being said, I want to focus more on our issues, what's happening, and what that looks like for us, because there's other things like that video you just posted about CEO Killer Bay.
They call him Murder Bay is what they call him.
Murder Bay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Let me tell you something about Murder Bay real quick before we get in, because I actually want you to cover it, because I have not on purpose found out any more information besides him murdering the CEO in broad daylight and then being caught for it after sending the world on a manhunt. I say this to say, my point is just going to be real short, and then I'm going to leave it there. They're making him the finest thing ever. They have fetishized him. They've done all that. And this is, to me, what goes to show how whiteness, in the, whiteness when it comes to a crime is always romanticized or coddled. And I understand he murder the CEO. I'm all with the other things, but romanticizing this person that's mid, his face card is mid. I'm sorry, y'all. His face card is very mid. Y'all here saying he the finest thing alive, and romanticizing the fact that if that was a black person, I can guarantee you it would be. We would have this on the news every single day about how he needs to be immediately murdered, put under the jail, all kinds of stuff. There will be no romanticism of that, and this is how whiteness works, especially in the criminal justice system.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Rebecca, you're going to put me in a tough spot here as a very straight man.
He's not mid.
As a very straight man, I think what they were really thirsting after was a six-pack. I don't know if you saw the
it didn't do nothing for me.
But and I agree. I do agree with the with if it was a black person, it wouldn't matter. Like that part, there's no doubt about that. But I come from the whole other side of this, right? I'm looking at how they're perp walking him. And in the background, you see, if you look close enough, you can see that little weasel, that little gremlin weasel mayor of New York.
Who literally is there. No, Ben, I agree with you on that point too. He's there for a photo op. Why was he there?
Yeah.
And you're talking about Mayor Eric Adams.
Yeah, Eric Adams. See, Omega Star said, I think they were thirsting more. Like they put all his thirst trap pictures out there, and the ladies went absolutely crazy.
Before those pictures came out, they went absolutely crazy. They was calling him from the day one when they took the light skin out. And we were joking about him being light skinned and saying Italians, y'all light skinned now. It's y'all up.
Shut up.
Y'all not black no more. Y'all not white no more. And then they posted, his full face, and people were saying that was the finest thing. And I'm like, we don't F with CEOs either. They're trash. They're all of that. But this is what, to me, status, like whiteness. This is what's that man getting walked to Burger King? This is all of that because he's white. This man would have been dragged down, face in the ground. They make sure they put that on camera if this was a black man. Mayor Eric Adams would have still been right there trying to take a photo op, because we know how he do people, because we know the criminal justice system is the criminal justice system. It functions in whiteness. And Mayor Eric Adams is ex-cop, and he runs that city with them cops. And it's a terrible, it's all bad. Trust me, it is. But I just wanted to put that one point out there because they're so focused on this all right, so let me give you my let me see if I can parse. Somebody made a great point I just put up. They had a bulletproof vest on Dylan Roof. They're walking this man out. What you're seeing here is not the state and the government and the system's attempt to romanticize him.
Yeah.
I think the people in the streets are romanticizing him in the way that you're talking about. What I see here is a ridiculous show of force to tell us that you better not ever think about shooting another CEO because all the CEOs are scared. And Mayor Eric Adams basically said this in a clip, if I can find it, saying that he met with the CEOs of major corporations the morning of this perp walk. Before he came to this perp walk, he went to a meeting with CEOs and they were telling him how scared they were. And so now they're trying to show all this force to say, hey, if you ever think about doing something against the CEO, this is how we're going to come down on you. Matter of fact, they're charging the man with terrorism and they're trying to charge him on the federal level so that they can get the death penalty for old boy.
Yeah.
So they know at this point, they know if they go to trial at the state level, that there's not going to be 12 people that they were fined.
that would
find him guilty.
Right.
So with this, and I agree with it, but I think that this is very performative. They're still all around him. None of them don't want to be shot. They're walking around him. Of course, he doesn't have a bulletproof vest on. But they're all around him in some form of protection from the front to the back. They don't want to get shot down either. But this is performative. This is an action for Mayor Eric Adams to take the heat off of his behind. To act like he's doing something so big and to take the praise for this perp walk and this perp going down. So I honestly believe that the murderer doesn't care. He comes from a rich family. He comes from all that. He had everything he wanted. Something happened there, which we'll discuss too. But I feel like he decided to do this because he didn't care what his life was going to be. I think he understood that I'm going for a CEO. The whole thing was a slow, like daytime murder, gun jam, still walked away, then got on the bike, then, went to a hostel, checked in, jumped on a bus. Like, it was a very slow moving situation. I don't think he gives a damn about whatever his future is going to be. I do think that this is very hypocritical also of America to try to send this message, especially coming from the Mayor Eric Adams. It's hypocritical because when we think about CEOs being afraid in this country because one CEO got shot, from going to a meeting, I think about the children from all of these schools that were murdered, and they still had to go back to those schools less than a week later. The schools had to open up and they were mourning sometimes the next day. These schools don't shut down after these murders of these children. Think about the kids that are afraid to go back to school after their friends are murdered and their teachers are murdered at the schools. Does anybody think about that? No, they still got to go back to school. So CEOs do better by the people, and then you don't have to watch your back, right? Children don't do anything but go to school, and America does nothing to help protect them when they're at their schools. They give more to guns and funding them and making sure in some way they will get into the hands of someone. And here we are. And now you guys are telling me that CEOs are afraid to do nothing, because CEOs essentially just do nothing but take your money, capitalistically hurt you and rape you. Like literally take from you. And so I don't want to hear the complaints of the CEOs when we have children who complain about being afraid of going to school and have no protection after.
But see, this is exactly this is what they're sharing. Go ahead, James. You sound like you about to get in there.
I just sent y'all a video, Becca, that really goes through what everybody is feeling. Is like where y'all are all this outrage over the CEO being unalive, but then where's the outrage when you have thousands of kids, all these high school shootings, mass murders, and everything else that's going on through 1 year? So, and this whole thing right here, this whole walk, the slow walk and everything else, what the hell are you walking so slow for? This is all it's a photo op. I mean, you actually saw it because there was a NYPD police officer sitting right there on the corner taking pictures of them while they're walking. It just absolutely makes no sense.
Which is funny because it's going to do this exact opposite of what Mayor Eric Adams wants.
Yep.
So there's two things happening. They're trying to let me put him back up on the screen real quick because I want to, before I play that video, I got that video and another one, James, because I think it speaks to what you're saying. So they're trying to show a show of force. Mayor Eric Adams. This is the system right here, right? These are the people who protect capitalism right here. That's what the police officers are there for. At the same exact day, you had all of those police officers who busted up the strike over at the New York Amazon facility, right? So on the same day, you had police officers breaking up the public protest of workers, their First Amendment right to do so, and they were blocking the protesters, the union workers, from blocking Amazon's operations. In other words, the cops were there to protect Jeff Bezos's money. The cops are here in this video to show the world that this is what we do to you if you do something to a CEO. Not if you kill a whole church full of people like Dylan Roof. Not if you kill a whole school of kids like all the mass shooters. We're not going to do nothing about that. But if you have the nerve to go out here and put 2 in the back of the head of a CEO, which we don't recommend, this is what we're going to do to you. And it's having the reverse effect because the people in the streets are like, oh, we love Luigi. They love them some Luigi. And so now seeing this, they have made so many memes of this brother turning him into Superman. I don't know if you remember that scene from Superman where they were trying to perp walk Superman. It was funny. But this is what they're trying to do here. Now, let me play this.
Somebody said they perp walk Jesus too. I just wanted to add that.
Now y'all going too far. Y'all just getting out of hand now.
I feel like they did though, Ben. They did. Them for photo ops to let them know that they're taking the most strongest man guns. Let's be for real. Somebody had a point, but go ahead.
Oh my God.
I got. Let me see. Does Instagram start at the beginning?
Yeah.
There's Laura Ingram's exasperation at the 18,874.
Let me start it again. Y'all gonna have to hold on 1 second. Oh boy.
One CEO. Where was the outrage when we had 81 school shootings in 2024? Where is Sean Hannity's frustration at the 2,566 kids unalived by guns in 2023? Where is Laura Ingram's exasperation at the 18,874 firearm-related homicides in 2023? And finally, where's the anger from the media at the 68,000 number of Americans who are unalived each year due to a lack of health care? I hope you'll remember this simple example when you see the talking heads in our mass media telling us how we should be upset because one man was a victim of gun violence in the streets of America. I want you to remember when they tell you how outraged you should be because another person reached his breaking point because our system broke him. So when the media asks me to be outraged by one man's anger and desperation and act of violence, I'm afraid all I have to offer is thoughts and prayers.
No, see, that's the point, though. Like cruelty is the point. That's the point. And I feel like we're going to get them trying to make this such, and mind you, murder is a big thing.
Yeah.
But the murder of children should be a bigger thing. A bigger issue. Like the batteries of these cameras. But it should be a bigger it should be a bigger issue for real though. Like children dying, babies dying. People have monetized on the murder of babies and the conspiracy theories that they placed surrounding that. And there has never been protections put in place for babies as far as from America, but the solutions that they provided was here, bulletproof backpack, here, metal detectors that don't even for real work at your school, here, a influx of police presence at a school that probably didn't need it. We're not going to stop funding guns. We're not going to place restrictions.
Unless
what? It's a CEO.
If start to get shot at the same rate that children do, how long do you think it would take before the US government starts regulating guns? Like a week, maybe? A month?
I thought that was important. Man, I'm gonna need my whole crew to get backup batteries. Let me take Rebecca down. Let me just be me first. Oh, there she's back. She's back. All right, and James is back. I'm not hearing you, Becca. James, you there? Can we hear you? Okay, I'm not hearing nobody but. I'm at a loss. I don't know why we don't hear each other. Can you hear me, Becca?
I can't hear Becca either.
Oh, I can hear you, James. So it's Becca. All right. What? All right. So yeah. That clip, I don't even know if you saw it, James. I'm gonna play it again since you just came back. Let me play it again for you real quick, because I think this cat, I think he nailed it. Listen in.
If CEOs start to get shot at the same rate that children do, how long do you think it would take before the US government starts regulating guns? Like a week, maybe? A month?
Okay, can you hear my mic now? I feel like I'm back.
Yeah, you're back, and you're good.
Okay.
So, we see their priorities. Their priorities aren't protecting children. Their priorities aren't protecting Black people. Priorities not, when we say their priorities aren't protecting children, they don't even prioritize protecting their own children. Like, they're totally okay if they have to sacrifice a few of their own literal babies in order to maintain their gun rights. But I guarantee you, if somebody starts popping CEOs and we're not recommending it, right, before somebody gets plus flagged, I'm just creating the scenario for the juxtaposition. If CEOs got clipped at the same rate children do in schools, we would not have access to the second. They would repeal the Second Amendment. No questions asked.
I think because CEOs their lives are looked at as more important, they would make some changes, Ben, for them. But the CEO gets to get up and walk and do their things and have money to move to another country if they feel threatened or something, or bring some presence of security around their homes. And but what do the children get to do?
Just keep going to school and keep getting killed every year.
What do Black people get to do?
Same thing, just not in schools, just everywhere we go.
All we do is literally hope to God that we go to the grocery store, or we go to the gas station, or we go to work, and nobody just decides to have a bad day, right? And we're targeted down just because of who we are, what we love, or who we believe, or this all kinds of ridiculousness. But guns and CEOs are more important. Guns.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Merc. CEOs. Merc. It's those things are super important for America to stay America. If you don't have somebody who is a capitalistic pig, like somebody who is stealing from you in every way possible, and still continues to climb some kind of corporate ladder by taking from you and telling you that this is the American way, then it's not the American way. If we don't give Americans their guns to do whatever they want with, so that they can have the right to shoot down whatever animal, whatever thing, whatever person, to stand their ground, those type of things, then this ain't America. And those rights and those protections only really go so far as to white people, and white people with money are at the top of those lists. So the one rare moment that we see a CEO get shot down, that we're supposed to stop everything and look at Luigi as the most criminal person in this world because he shot down a CEO?
Just one.
Not even two.
Not even two.
You guys are crazy.
Or three.
Not even two. And
it's not even a trend yet. It has to be at least 4 to become a trend.
Hello.
We've seen like murders for hire for CEOs that gone missing, and y'all didn't do none of this with it. None of it. So
yeah, man, such is
such is life that the CEO
life
don't have
America.
no more, right? And we're gonna move on because y'all move on from the kids every single day. Y'all even taught people to become desensitized because you don't do anything about it. So you'll put out the next rage. There's a There's children who get literally gunned down in the school. Y'all play the audio and everything for us, and then turn around and blame it on the LGBTQIA community. Then the rage literally goes and centers itself around them. Misplaced anger, misplaced rage. It's not about the children that died and how we can make that better, how we can protect them. It's about why are people doing drag. The drag is causing the murders. And people really believe that and ran with it. And that's why I say, baby, the way that we're going to counter that in these spaces and for the next 4 years is to continue to talk about what the issues are and never center it around what these Republicans tend to throw out there, knowing isn't true, knowing is just rage bait, knowing is literally ostentatious, like knowing that it is stuff that they can say is a lie and you won't care about it. It just pushes the more hate, division, all those things. We're not going to be focused on that. We're not going to help them push that. We're going to continue to push what's important and what is and how we can protect ourselves. Now, Herschel Walker, I love this, Ben. Thank you so much.
Why is this man back?
The right is, remember I was saying how the right is going to be pushing all these things that don't fit. One of these things are not like the other, things that don't match. And Herschel Walker has come back. I thought, and mind you, they corrected me. I said Herschel Walker gone. Herschel Walker, not to be confused with Hershey. Herschel Walker is back, baby. The chocolate is back. And this is the thing about it, guys.
That nasty chocolate that nobody like.
This is the thing. We thought we would never see today. But former NFL, and this is the thing, y'all, before I get to this, this pick seems kind of racist to me, but we'll talk about that in a second. Former NFL running back.
Hey, wait. He the one that posed for it, though.
He showed it. He bought the start to the debate.
So where are Donald Trump's other black friends?
So they just,
he said he got the bandwidth for one black friend at a time. It was Ben Carson.
They come in.
I had one that I was doing something with. Get him. That one. Y'all remember? Get him. Anywho, former NFL running back Herschel Walker was selected by President-elect Donald Trump to serve as the United States ambassador to the Bahamas. Olay, wherever you at, baby. I don't know.
Where's Olay? Jesus.
But Trump announced that earlier this week. Walker, he's 62, right? Herschel Walker, and he was the former United States Senate candidate, I remember, from Georgia, who lost to Raphael Warnock, Democratic senator, and that was in 2022. And this was despite Trump's endorsement of him. He made it a big thing. Make sure y'all get my black friend, and we didn't even know who his black friend was. And then it turned out to be Herschel Walker, who could not, under Donald Trump, when he was with Donald Trump, articulate a sentence, but outside of him was able to articulate himself very well. Very strange. And Trump described Walker as a successful businessman, a philanthropist, and a former Heisman Trophy Award winner, which makes him...
How to have fun, anytime, anywhere. Step 1, go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2, collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3, play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games, all for free?
Step 4, unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.
VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Which makes him
credible,
qualified to do the job. No. This is it. Herschel has spent decades serving. As an ambassador to our nation's youth. Okay. Men and women in the military and athletes at home and abroad. And so that's why his nomination, it's key. And that's crazy to me because he helped people at the YMCA. He helped people at the local neighborhood. The
Who
kids,
he helping?
He threw footballs around with them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cute.
But no, it says that he works with people in the military. Here's my thing about that. What does he have to do with any affair? I know that the Bahamas, is owned by the U.S. It's U.S. territory, but what? Herschel Walker in the Bahamas, an ambassador for the United States. It never makes sense.
Real quick, Tracy Eva says Trump has a type when it comes to black people. When it comes to people of color. And it's sad. I'm just thinking about it like, damn, Tim Scott. Like, he really does.
He does.
He does. What's going on, Marcus?
Anywho,
in the house.
This is the worst. This is the worst to me. This is the worst of. I can't say this is the worst, but this is embarrassing. And I said, it's a racist pick. He didn't do anything but say this man has a Heisman Trophy. He's good enough. Like he's good. He has a Heisman Trophy and he's good enough. If you guys don't remember him, let's take a listen to him. Ben, this ain't right. Let's take a listen to him.
You heard what he said already.
And you know what's so funny? I am with many police officers.
With many police officers.
I am with
Ben,
many
when you play stuff like this, it makes me feel bad for the guy.
No,
it's secondhand embarrassment, right?
This is a season of no mercy. Like God still has mercy, but we don't have to. Not when these clowns doing everything they can to destroy democracy. Nah. And then if they're gonna keep putting up the worst that Donald Trump's type really is whoever he can get to be the worst representation of blackness, or whoever he can get to be like, what's the neurosurgeon one? Ben Carson. Ben Carson, he's a smart dude on paper, but he actually lives and talks and speaks like he's rather like he gave himself a lobotomy. And this is the type of thing that Donald Trump likes. So I don't feel bad about this. Is who he is. I didn't make this clip.
And you know what's so funny?
But he's holding up that participation.
I am with many
badge, and
when they laughed at him so bad, y'all
no, it made me really feel bad. I don't want you to play this anymore. It's making me sad for him.
Play it again one more time.
It's Rebecca's show. I'm a yield to the queen. I'm a yield to the queen. Next time.
I am with many police officers.
I am with many.
All right, that's the last one.
But it does go to show that he's not qualified. He's not qualified.
Oh, Jesus. Be offensive.
He's not qualified.
Oh, man.
Oh, gosh.
That's horrible.
All right. Another one that a story that I wanted to cover. What was it? Look, because I'm tired.
You dropped me a link. I'm doing the best I can.
I know, Ben. I'm fine.
Y'all see me? I'm over here with 2 mouse pads. I'm over here.
He is.
Really?
And blame me because let me see here.
Walker loves white
it's
Jesus.
something here that I want to go ahead and get. Okay. No, I know I discussed it in Shades of Good News. I actually wanted to talk about Ketanji. Did you guys see
the Broadway
Ketanji Brown
I didn't watch it. I was like, ooh,
me neither.
Why didn't you want to watch it?
I don't know. I just,
it made
really big on I don't know.
Ben, what?
I know, Becca.
I know what you're saying though, because
but maybe it was good. Was it good? I'll pull it up. Let's see.
It was good. She's actually really good.
Okay, that's a relief.
She's a theater.
I didn't want to watch it and then have to give her like.
And you get secondhand embarrassment.
Secondhand embarrassment.
We don't like
secondhand embarrassment.
We don't like seeing our black people in places where we're uncomfortable.
Yes.
Okay.
So no, don't get twisted. Like, of course, like we would dominate Broadway if we were.
No. I know what you mean. I'm saying like just like I was embarrassed for Herschel Walker, but because Herschel Walker is siding with bad people, I just have a different kind of. But she,
but okay. So part of my logic was there's no way in the world she went out there and wasn't great at it. But at the same time, I didn't want to risk it and actually watch the link and see whether or not she was great at it or not.
She's good at it. She's actually somebody who is since her childhood. and in the beginning of my video, I said memories, and I meant childhood dreams that she had that came true. And this is actually part of her memories because she did this in her childhood. She did this while she was at, I want to say Harvard. When she studied at Harvard, she also was in theater. And once you're a theater kid, you are a theater kid. You are theater for life. Everything you do is theater. And she did this. She was a theater person. She went and did her thing. I'm not going to say this on air, but she went and did her thing. And
Lord, you done teased it.
no, I'm not going to say it on air. She went and did her thing, and I loved it. Honestly, I really said, geez, like, you know, I think she has some vocals on there a little bit, theater vocals. And she's a good actor as far, like, you can tell she's done this before. So let's take a look at our Justice doing her thing. And this is a good chunk of what she did. So I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Yay.
Okay, let's see what we got here. It's my first time watching it, folks.
Female empowerment.
Rebecca.
Sick. Welcome to the first day of rehearsal. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. This has been a dream of mine.
I didn't realize she was so tiny, man. She is she is small.
I think that it means that anything is possible. Tonight, we have a very special guest, Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson! I like it too. I think what I like about it is that I am having a very strongly negative reaction to it. Like I hate it. Which makes me think it must be brilliant. Got this feeling in my body. Can't stop the feeling.
Oh, this clip didn't show her singing and stuff. I had a clip that was more. But you can see her, like, she enjoyed every bit of it. And that was beautiful.
I made it to Broadway.
Yay.
So what's funny is she actually,
that's dope.
But a few months ago she was interviewed.
That was cute.
Yeah, it was good. A few months ago she was interviewed, and they asked her, what did she want to do? And she said in her yearbook, or basically they talked about in her yearbook, she had where her dream was to become the first Black Supreme Court justice, and also to be. Also do her first Broadway show, right? And she did both.
That's dope.
She did both. So you never see that with your Supreme Court justice who's supposed to be serious and all this. Doing something like that, I think is wonderful, because I think oftentimes we let some of these, sometimes it's okay to let dreams die, because baby, you can't at your big age, you still trying to be in the NFL. You need to be looking at the electrician jobs. Don't even think about picking up no money. Stuff like that. But I feel like this goes to show that even when you've made it and you have the ability to possibly reach that, go for it. Go for it. You have the training to do it. I feel like you should go for it. Don't ever let life or people limit you. But let me be clear. When you have the funds and when you have the connections, please be clear. Like, baby, don't go out there and go try to be like, I'm going to go do this. Sometimes you got to be logical too. Don't go ahead and I'm trying to do this and you don't even have the connections or the funds. I'm not trying to deter you. I'm just being realistic these days, especially these next 4 years. Please, make sure you can afford an egg, because while he was complaining, he being Donald Trump was complaining about getting your groceries down, he said he can't do it.
Okay.
Basically said he can't do it, which I think we should definitely talk about, because groceries was one of the only things that Donald Trump kept mentioning that he would help y'all with, us with, because eggs is expensive.
No, for real.
But bacon, can't even look that way anymore. In the morning, sometimes I say, God, I'm just gonna breathe air. I'm just gonna breathe air.
I was talking about eating cotton balls and ice.
You see, I'm just gonna thank you for the air that I got in my, and I'm gonna use that as my morning meal, and I'm gonna go work out because God is good. And then see what else we got in the fridge because food, chicken wings at one point.
ET is Ryan Seacrest here. People always say it's good to unwind, but that's easier said than done. The exception, Chumba Casino. They actually make it easier done than said, or at least the same. Chumba Casino is an online social casino with hundreds of casino-style games like slots and blackjack. Play for fun. Play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Sign up now and collect your free welcome bonus at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings used to be $9.99 at most for a pack of maybe 16, 18,
$25 now.
Yeah. Yep.
You go to the store, they trying to cut it down. They even putting them in drumette packs now. So now they cutting it in two and throwing it in the package, and you count about 10 of them, and that's about $18.
Mm-hmm.
I want my wing. I want my wing when it look like this.
The whole wing will be curved up like that.
Like this. I want it. I want it.
It look like the corner of your arm right there.
Which be making me think, like, where do the wing places be? Because there's this one wing spot that you get like 20 whole wings for like $19, and I'm like, well,
man,
because they're doing $1 per wing now, Ben.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, JJ's chicken, child, we eat there all the time. You get a 10-piece whole wings and fries for like $15.
I'm saying,
and the
like,
wings is like a whole wing.
Yeah,
and I'm like, dang, the wings are big and they really good. I'm like, is this genetically modified chicken or is this clone chicken? What is it?
I'm trying to find out where they get theirs from, because if I go to the store and try to buy 20 whole wings, I'm gonna pay about $30.
$30, yep.
Right, but if I go to the spot around the corner, I get 20 whole wings with fries for $20.
For $20,
I understand. Poor folks' food is now overpriced. You right, baby.
It is.
Listen, I'm like, okay, you know what? Tonight we're gonna do taco night. You know what? When poor taco night is, you not getting the steak. You're not cutting up no steak, baby. You going for the ground beef. And baby, I want some ground beef, and I said, hold on, I don't even eat red meat like that. I don't. But when it's I'm really hungry. I don't have the money for groceries. I'm still gonna romanticize my life. It's Tuesday, so it's gonna be a Taco Tuesday night, and I'm gonna cook. And so going to the store, getting all the stuff, baby. I said, the ground beef that used to be y'all telling me this is $7.83?
Yep.
So this ground beef that probably been sitting here for longer than it should have. Let's be for real. Half of that ground beef over there is showing brown on one side. Okay. And here go me. How much can I get off of this? How am I bartering? Trying to tell the people it's brown on one side. I'll cut it off when I get to the house, but how much can you go take it down to? It says $7.83. Can you give it to me for $3? Can you give it to me for $3?
Let's try to do half off.
Look, I pulled up in the store one time and found one of them big old, like real big, the biggest package of ground turkey that you could find. It was $2 each. And I'm like, something got to be wrong with it, but I got to take the chance. I got it on them things. So, but it was good. It was fine. The date was
going to grow an extra.
I think they accidentally mislabeled it, and I took advantage of the fact that they accidentally mislabeled it.
As you should have.
So turkey neck, right? I just discovered that turkey neck was super cheap. Okay, if I would have known this, I would have been eating turkey neck So I needed some groceries and I had to budget out, and I went out to go get some groceries, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to cook some turkey. Everybody cooking turkey. It's the holidays. I wanted some turkey neck during Thanksgiving. Went and got some turkey neck. I searched high and low, but I wanted my Haitian behind did not want the frozen. I wanted freshly cut, where the people in the back coming out with some like a pig's head and like, do you want that? See. I said, yeah, uno, dos. I want that. Or the Haitian man come out with the back. Don't even have the proper anything on, but he done killed the goat that he was raising in his backyard. And he's like, okay, how many you need? You need 1, 2, I can do it for you. Yes, I can do it for you. And I'm like, yeah. So when you go to them places, that's what I needed. So I found one. They cut some fresh turkey neck. Where they got that turkey from? I don't know, but that turkey was fresh. Okay. They cut it up and they gave it to me for like a good $3. It was so much that I made turkey meals for like 2 weeks straight. And I had to tell my cousin, if I eat another piece of turkey, I'm going to turn in to the turkey.
So so I have questions. What the turkey neck look like? Does it look like I'm from the country, but I don't eat turkey necks.
If you ever had oxtail, which me and my best friend were having a conversation about that too. Oxtail isn't. I know ox is like a cattle, and I know people have a thing about it. Where are you finding ox in the Caribbean? Listen, we know oxtail is a cow. It's like that animal. We cut their tail off and we eat it.
Yeah.
Okay. If y'all don't know, I know it disgusts people. I know that, but this is the same country that got chitlins. Okay. So we everybody got their thing. So don't black folks ain't a monolith once again. But like the turkey necks, they're like similar to what an oxtail is in a way. You got more meat on the oxtail, that type of thing. But the neck of the turkey is like you got to get in there, but the meat cooks really well. Like I got my first time really cooking turkey, but I cooked turkey for weeks.
Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, bingo, Slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com.
VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Man, I ate that turkey for weeks.
For weeks.
When I cleared them out of all that turkey that they mispriced, we had turkey burgers, we had turkey meatloaf, we had turkey meatballs, we had turkey lasagna, we had turkey.
Listen,
well, I think I cleared them out enough to feed my family for a month. You thought I was?
Oh man!
I said I figured I'll test the first one, and maybe if we got sick and it was bad, but it wasn't. It was good. My freezer.
You were the guinea pig.
Y'all question real quick. Yeah, I remember going to the gas station and grabbing a bag of chips like this size.
Yep.
How much were those chips? How much you think these chips cost?
Them chips right now are almost $3 a bag, and that is the small.
Those used to be $1 plus because the smaller bags that they used to have now they just put air in it.
The snack side,
those used to be 25 cents because I used to. So I didn't go to the gas station to do it. I would go to the corner store, Stop and Go. And when at my old church was in the hood. My Haitian church was in the hood. Shootings happen all the time outside and all that kind of stuff. And they would send me to go walk at the corner store by the other church, which is the Black American church. And I would go there and we all the church folks would gather at that corner store. You can get for $1 because my mama would send me there if she had to stay after for choir practice. For $1, I would go there. In this very dangerous, treacherous place, Tamarind Avenue, shouts out to 25th Street. But they protected us because they knew that we were in the street. It wasn't as scary as, they didn't hurt us. We would literally walk there as kids with no supervision. $1, get a hot sausage.
Yep.
Bag of chips. A drink. And make sure we get us a little Debbie snack.
Yep.
And if you had enough, you throw the little 5-piece gum up in there just because you was eating the hot sausage and the salt.
That's a $10. That's a $10 trip now. You try to do that.
And we ain't taking our babies to the corner store in the middle of the broad daylight. No, we're not doing that these days. That life, forget about it. I'm glad that we lived it though.
Like they had the candy lady and everything because in my neighborhoods. The candy lady had the hot sausages, the pig's feet, the little flips, the Kool-Aid cups. Flips in Florida. The Lily Dillies. Did everything. All of that's gone now. You just know.
Inflation. And you know what? It's not really inflation. I don't even want to use that word because what it is they know they can get away with jacking up the prices and nobody gonna do nothing about it. And this is why they're killing CEOs. And I'm not recommending it. I'm not suggesting it. I'm just saying y'all abusing people and they can't get what you think. Anyway, people gonna think I'm promoting. I'm not promoting it. Thou shalt not kill. It's against my religion, but People
when
can't
they
afford
found out
eggs.
that we can't, not when they found out, when they realized that we aren't going to fight back for real, when we can't do anything about it, we're just going to adjust, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And our adjusting never really is adjusting. It's literally pulling from a cup that has nothing in it. It's pouring from a cup that has nothing in it to keep our families afloat, to keep this roof over our heads. I keep telling you guys, when I first moved here, my rent was a certain amount. I pay $1,000 more than that. $1,000 more than that, and no income in my life has changed. Matter of fact, ain't got no for real income. And imagine having to pay that every month. And then the late fee is $250. When I moved in here, I put in my head, okay, if I were to go without work, I still can afford this because this and that and that. You never put into your mind that a few years later, you will be paying over $1,000 more in your rent. But the point is what you made, Ben. Cruelty is the point. You can't do nothing about it. So what you gonna do? You gonna rob Peter to pay Paul to pay it up.
What you gonna
max out your credit cards, take out loans, go pawn something, all of that.
Well, what I start doing is I'm just not buying. Listen. I'm gonna find the food that we can afford, the food that's gonna stretch the longest. I'm gonna find, but this. Let me talk about this image though. There's a bunch of images that are like this, but this is exactly what they're doing. And I've been saying this for a while. We have gone into an era of the big squeeze. They know that they can squeeze and stretch every dime out of us. It wasn't enough. There's an economic theory that they teach in like economics 101. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it basically analyzes how you capture the last dollar. How do you capture the last dollar? And that's where we are right now. They're literally saying we want an economic model where we could squeeze not even the last dollar, but the last penny out of every single American, which is why they're able to get rid of, and then this is again, we want to come full circle. This is again why they put Luigi, and they did this big old perp walk with Luigi, because they know that they want to be able to squeeze everything they can out of us without us doing anything about it. That's where we are right now.
Yeah.
And they sent that message clear as day. People really don't even have to watch that, because when we seen how they allow us to just figure it out on our own during COVID, like, hey, we gave you the little coins. We'll tell them not to kick you out your house for about 3-4 months.
And then after that, nobody's gonna be able to rent ever again because they make it so hard.
Yeah. We're gonna make it difficult because ain't nobody buying, so we're gonna make renting difficult, and then we're gonna make renting. Somebody said not even the lady that work at the front office can afford this rent. First or last month. But here we are, and it's so true. And put people in positions where, we can't, but we'll figure it out. And figuring it out has made us take off years off of our lives. We can't enjoy anything. We have to keep trying to piece together what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. Moments of, that moment that you finally pay that thing or get the groceries or whatever, your mind is focused on after this grocery or after this rent or after this light bill or after this funeral or after whatever is paid for. When can you do? Like, how are you going to be able to survive the next after that? You're never focused on a breathable moment. And that's America. America literally, that's the American way. CEOs get to breathe and go on morning walks. Okay. Now they can't, they scared, but CEOs get to CEOs can do that, right?
Stay scared.
We gotta squeeze in things. My life. Listen, I am beautiful because I put time into myself. Let me tell you something. I almost let myself go because of the anxiety and depression of not having or not being able to, or being stuck at, or being so much of that. But let me tell you, I said, no, Rebecca. Okay. You're going to make sure you keep yourself together. You're not going to let these people take years from your life. Now, does that mean that there are days and nights where anxiety is not trying to creep up on me and make me it's a lot. It's a lot. But we got to literally romanticize our lives and take back something if we can. And me squeezing in, especially working corporate at the time, every morning I would squeeze in my workouts because, baby, the way I turned into a house in 2020, it was crazy. Baby, love is a house. That was me, and I did not have the key, baby. I did not have the key. So I needed to get down to back to Rebecca, because the way I was eating sandwiches, because that's all I could afford. The subs. Anyway, I had to say, baby, I had to squeeze in the workouts, and I would do it in the morning time, but it started feeling terrible because I'm working out and I'm trying to take these phone calls for the job and to try to bust the workout real quick and do it. And I said, no, I need to slow down. So I would wake up in the morning. The sacrifice is just to put in something good in my life so I can give the rest of my whole day and the rest of my life to a damn corporate job or my money. And I never see where my 401k stuff goes, but it goes somewhere. They're stealing our stuff from taxes. They're telling you that it's all a scam. Living in America is a scam.
It really is.
Living in America is a scam. It's a sham. Don't do it. Wouldn't recommend. 0.0 out of 10. Negative 0 out of 10.
I want to answer that's Mike, the boomer's question. With these three beautiful people, why are we watching the orange turd on loop? Because he promised that he was going to one of the ways he got elected was saying that he's going to bring the grocery prices down.
That was the point.
I didn't know that. I just you're telling me now for the first time.
Oh goodness, it's the wrong clip. Goodness. Anyway, this was the full clip of this is when he's talking about he doesn't know how to bring the prices down. He doesn't know if he can bring the prices down.
And this is after, if you look at during the debates, he talked about bringing the prices down for groceries. He made that one of his main points that he's running off of. Not only during the debates, when he talked after winning, he said that's going to be one of the things that he goes after. He said, and a lot of the people who voted for him thought about groceries. Groceries is actually a big thing when it comes to the people, right? And so many, there were so many Sara Lees, and I'm not talking about the
baker,
the baker for the bread, because we can't afford that still. Actual Sara Lees and Roberts and Bob's and Dick's and all those people that were out there saying that he's gonna make the groceries go down. Baby, your vote because of the groceries. We said that the eggs are still gonna be $9. We told her that, and now here he is, just telling y'all he can't do it. It's gonna be hard. It's getting difficult. He don't see how it can be done.
And say this: high groceries, and y'all about to get deported. That's all I'll say.
Ooh.
How to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Ben, I'm going. So my sister's going to be here. So I told her if she can do a song for. I know it may not be able to be ready by Sunday because she never came to my house yesterday. But we were supposed to record something for you. I was going to be surprised, but we're going to record something and send it to you so you can play on your next Sunday's episode.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it together. And
now,
then we're also going
to do, if you're really feeling, and matter of fact, I'm glad you said that, because now I need to ask you guys some questions and so I can include it in my wokest.
Oh, yes.
The blackest, wokest Christmas ever. It is a Christmas special where we're going to be sharing Christmas stories and all of our favorite Christmas songs and videos and whatnot. So if y'all want to do a Christmas song together and shoot it to me before Wednesday.
Well, I'll see if she can. But that's
I guess it is the holiday. I might be right into that.
But we are doing a Christmas song. So because I said I was going to give you guys 5 songs for Christmas, I can't do that. I can't do that because I just don't have the time. So
you see how it is, Becca? That's why it took me over a year to change the theme song.
So, no. That ain't the same thing.
No, not hearing it.
So, but I will say I don't have the time to do 5 songs and edit them and give them to you guys for 5 days. I might, but I don't think I do. But me and my sister, so the surprise is going to be me and my sister singing you guys a Christmas medley
that'd be
that we
great.
put together,
Oh,
and
that's
it's gonna be
cute.
some Creole in it too. So
Awesome.
it's I was gonna just drop it again on my Patreon, but I'm gonna put clips of it on YouTube before that
Because
time.
I'm telling you, you want to bust, you want to make some money. Come on now, like, listen to your boy, and I want to ask
you and Olay,
Legala Devil,
Legala Deville,
there you go.
Oh, like, come on, Legala.
Legala Deville,
Legala Deville.
My old country bumpy.
You wanted to make it Haitian.
Right. Yes, I did hear back from Dusty, and we are going to hopefully work together on something I think is going to be really dope.
Who is Dusty?
Just the name itself, you'd be like, what? Dusty, the cult of Dusty. He's like, he's like one of the biggest atheist channels. Like he go way back. He was on the internet before I could afford to get on the internet. So, but we're gonna work together. He's an atheist, but I don't think that doesn't even really matter as much, except the fact that he really, really, really dislikes religion and kind of dislikes religious people. So,
but he loves you and you're religious.
Well, now he does. But when he first heard about me, he was like, I don't want to talk to him. I don't talk to him.
Okay.
But no, he's a good, like, it's one of those things where, and please, we were about to talk about something and I can't, and I lost it. So if y'all can remember it, but let me finish this. It's one of those things where you meet an atheist who actually lives and loves and is kind and is more empathetic than most Christians you run into.
Mm-hmm.
That's him. And except he's just, the only thing is you might not notice it because he cusses more than I did, like by a magnitude of order of 10. So it's kind of,
my Christmas tree looks so bald headed. Sorry to Dusty, and we're happy to have you, Dusty. I love it. My Christmas tree looks bald headed as hell.
Rebecca,
when you got a curly weave in and the sun hits it from the wrong angle and it's giving.
It be looking full on your video though.
No, it's actually full. But my thing is when the light hits it. This is the thing about it's like black hair. Like if the light were to hit it wrong, it would look like I have one strand right now. But this is a full head of hair, right? But it would give one strand, honestly. But behind me right now, it's giving.
Oh, it does look a little.
It's giving bald headed.
It's the top of it. The top looks like it's like fade into the background.
Oh, and you know what it is?
The light that's coming through the window, but that's how bright the light comes through the window in my home. And when it hits my skin, it's very beautiful. So when you guys see that's the light from the window.
My brain is. What were we talking about before we?
So we were talking about you actually working on something. The Blackest Christmas.
Blackest Wokest Christmas ever.
Yeah.
And who are you doing it with?
It's my wife.
Oh, with your wife. Okay, I love that. I wanted to
it's gonna be on Christmas Day.
I got videos from. So it's. I'm saying Blackest and Wokest. It's rooted in blackness. All the music gonna be black. Like I'm actually got to be a little racist on the music. Like this is really great song of CeCe Winans singing Okami Emmanuel or something. But her choir is white and her musicians are white, and she's on the Country Music Awards. I'm like, that one didn't even make the cut. So the music is all black. The wokest part is I have some of my white friends who are commentators who I've interviewed, and all of them are sharing their stories of like they're atheists, but they share their Christmas holidays, but then they also share like their wokeness, their understanding of white supremacy. And it's like really, really good to hear white folks say out of their mouth what we've been trying to say for generations to you all. And so it's a mixture. It is black, it is woke, but the wokeness comes from some woke white folks, and it is just a musical celebration. We're gonna be streaming on Christmas Eve and Christmas evening. We're gonna be talking and all that, just kind of a whole little musical.
I love that. And we're going to answer your question right now. I just want to answer somebody else's question in the chat. The Anti-Corporist, I love you so much. Mean it. And you asked the question. I know you don't mean anything by it. You said, is that all my hair? I bought it. And it's not. I'm a magician. It is yours. When it comes to, as y'all know, I'm a magician when it comes to the hair. Y'all see me in ponytails. You see me in all these things. Because it's expensive out there. This has been with me for about 6 good years, and you would never know it. Colored it, dyed it, trimmed it, chopped it, all kinds of things. It's a good wig that's been rolling with me for a long time. I'm a magician when it comes to blending. So this is not all my hair, but your girl ain't bald headed. When y'all did see me with the puff a few weeks ago, that's mine. When y'all see me with the bob, when I cut my hair off on myself and did my own bob, that's mine. When y'all see me with the hair long, half up, half down, that's mine. So I wear my hair and I wear the weaves. So it's very, I'm very versatile with it.
Come on, versatile.
Brian said, bro, never ask a black woman that question.
No, it's fine. I ain't got a problem with it. I'm gonna even start showing you guys because everybody always wants to know what kind of hair I use. And I remember I did one video where I played with y'all, and I was like, a lot of people are asking me, it was a different hair, and I was like, a lot of people are asking me how I get this hair to seamlessly blend. What kind of hair is this? And I'm not one to gatekeep. And then I said I'm not one to gatekeep. So you can find this hair at www.blockhisnumber.
What the hell?
She's sending a message. She's sending a message.
And that's all I had for them. People were like, oh, girl, I'm going to block his number. But what's the hell? For real, we want to know the hell? No, block his number. I had to send that message, and I remember everybody was cracking up about it. But seriously, no, because people, block that man number. And for everybody, you know what, Ben, now that we're here, before I get out of here, and I'm going to answer your question, for everyone who was waiting to kick that man, that woman, that whatever out of your life,
do it now.
January 1st. I need you to do it now. Don't wait. You don't have to wait.
Do it now.
You have to wait until 2025. You can do it now. Okay.
Yeah, you wait for that Christmas gift. Now. Let him go, girl. It's okay.
Let him go. Let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let her go.
Mm-hmm.
Let them go.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to wait till 2025 to do it. Okay. God is in the changing your life business.
Come on.
In less than 24 hours. You can have a different definition of how 2024 was for you. And literally
we got a raid. We got raided.
Oh,
I see. It looked like we got raided over here.
Shout out to the raid from struggle_4. Appreciate y'all coming in. Rebecca, this is what I was getting ready to say before. I don't know how we got to post. Somebody asking about Dusty. My brain is not working too hot today. Look, this is what I was going to tell you. Rebecca Azor, sing. Spend half the amount of time that you spend creating Shades of Good News. Keep doing Shades of Good News because that's your ministry. I ain't knocking it. I want you to, but you got to do it. But if you would cut on your camera, cut on your good mic, you could do it a cappella. You can stack your voices. You can get an instrumental off the internet. However you do it, if you would go ahead and just sing and say, I think the reason you don't want to sing is because it opens up a level of your soul that you haven't yet revealed to the internet yet.
Mm-hmm.
Get off your phone, sister.
I'm like, yo, listen, I'm a girl who knows how to sing, love singing. It's but I don't want to sing for y'all every day. Y'all gonna be asking for that from me every day. And Rebecca, once you show somebody what else you can do, they're going to say, I want that. 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 Your girl can do everything.
Wait. Do you understand what you're saying right now? If they are saying to you, I gotta help my sister out. Mm-hmm. I want that. I want that every day. That means they are going to watch your content and consume your content every day and share your content every day, and you can pay some bills.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
But I even got somebody that you can work with too that like do be making music and everything, like nonstop making music. Like
that's the thing. I don't want to make music.
You don't want your own song?
I love singing. I love singing so much that it's not for me to make music. It's just a gift that I have. And I will sing. I sing background for one of the biggest Haitian bands. That satisfied my soul. I sing for, different events that they need. I love singing in praise team at church, but they won't let me in now because of the work that I do. I love
wait, what?
I love the old church that I was at, but I love and nowadays at church, it's a lot of requirements. But I love the fact that it's my voice itself. I like my speaking voice. I like the fact that is the gift that I have, the voice. My voice has a lot of, that's the umbrella. I can talk. I like the sound of my voice that I used to hate. I used to get picked on for it. And I like to sing. And I will give that to you guys, but not where it's like I'm a singer with it. You understand? Like there are times, y'all see me do these little clips and stuff where I'm singing because I felt that in my shanana. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to share that with you because I know I can sing it and I can give it.
I know you an artist and you sensitive about your
about my stuff. And so, in other words, too, I got a lot of things that I want to show, and I want to be able to show them in a way where I can produce it in an effective manner. If I feel like I'm just doing something that I don't want to do, I'm not going to be able to give it to you. However, I do understand that that's what probably is going to make me the money that I need to survive in this.
And here, let me give it to you this way. The Bible says, send Judah first for a reason. Okay. Send Judah first for a reason, not only because it neutralizes the enemy, but it captivates. It captivates them and it pulls them over to your persuasion. All I'm gonna say is that
we'll see, Ben, because if I start doing something strange for a piece of change and it don't come, I'm coming for every one of y'all.
Oh, you saying if you go out there and sing and it don't do what it do?
Yes.
100%. That's always a possibility.
I mean, it can happen, but
there's a lot of people.
We staying positive and keeping the faith. Okay,
the best production and singing their behinds off, and baby, nobody even said wow.
I mean,
they literally be like, because we live in this fast-paced. I don't want to just sing like a 10-second thing for you. I want to sing for you if I'm going to pour my heart out and share this gift with you.
Right.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Life comes at you fast, which is why it's important to find some time to relax. A little you time. Enter Chumba Casino. With no download required, you can jump on anytime, anywhere for the chance to redeem some serious prizes. So treat yourself with Chumba Casino and play over 100 online casino-style games, all for free. Go to ChumbaCasino.com to collect your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
I can sing lying down and my vocals come out great. I know, because this is just what God gave me. However, when people really put out their effort to show that to people in the world, and people just go on to the next one where they're staring at somebody sitting in the car, and that is something that is more intriguing to them. Somebody just sitting in the car saying nothing.
I feel you.
So
I feel you on that.
So to be sure, I get that, and that's a very good possibility. But it's the thing is, like, it's not to present yourself as here I am the singer. It's to say that here is a dimension of me that you all should see, and it's not that you're trying to go out here and compete to be a professional singer with all these other people, right? Because like there's millions of great professional singers, but I think you have a lane even in politics as the person you are, and the people you've gotten their attention with your political commentary, that I think that they would actually share and grow you as a person, as the whole you. And that's what I'm doing right now, right? I'm sharing the whole me. I'm sharing the preacher Ben. I'm sharing the praise and worship Ben. I'm sharing the political commentator Ben, and I'm sharing I will rip your head off in these political spaces Ben. People like to see your holistic you, and I think you have.
I think that's the key thing right there, Ben. I have often in this space wanted to keep that from people. I don't, because I felt like once, especially you remember when I was first in Like It or Not, I didn't want people to know that I went out at, I was 26 at the time. I want people to know that I was going out or whatever as a journalist, because it didn't match, like, for them. This girl going out, enjoying her time, singing background for, or hosting events for, or dancing, that type of stuff. I didn't want the shame from them, even though I wasn't ashamed. I didn't want the judgment, and I don't want to invite people into my home or around my personal, and something that I feel like is my safe space. They take it and they tarnish it in a way by commanding you to do it a certain type of way and do it like this. And I'm just so used to that's why I never film. I have a beautiful bedroom. I've never filmed from my bedroom before because I feel like that's the only space I got. Even though every time I'm on the phone with somebody, they're like, you should film from this space. This is so nice. This is so great. But I'm like, this is actually the only, like, this is my space. And I don't want this to be like, oh, you should change the like simple things like that it's just little things like the demand of something that this is your safe space. This is it for me. My singing is a gift that I share with people because I want to. It's not something that I want to do at the drop of a dime. And I know it sounds crazy because I need to make money doing these type of things that I am going to do, not because people are forcing me to, because I do want to let you guys more into my life, but I still want to have parts of me that are reserved for me.
Yeah, I can dig that. I dig that. I respect that.
You know, that's how I feel with my DJing, Rebecca. You said it best, like putting yourself out there. And it's like, I know what I do live in person. And like, I'm very confident in myself that I know that I'm a damn good DJ. But then it's like you put your mixes online and they don't get like
any
the movement or the love that you expect. And it's just like, oh, well.
Yeah,
okay.
But you know what's crazy? I know that you just came into the space for real with us in the last, as far as the political space, and you've always done your DJing outside of social media. So I know coming into this space was a lot for you, but I think it also helped people to see that you are more than just a DJ. But I also know that because you were brought on as a DJ, I want you to focus on your expertise in music, right? It's funny because for me, I'm well known in the digital space as a political journalist. Like everybody knows me, but I feel like sometimes looked at as she's such a powerhouse, she's so strong, but she's so nice, and we don't need to really. I don't like to be looked at as a goodwill. I was telling Ben yesterday, he was asking me about some woes that I'm having, and I told him, listen, buddy. I've been going to God lately. I don't want to share that with people because I don't want people to think she shouldn't be out there looking the way she does if she's having these issues, or she shouldn't be like, there's so much judgment that comes with it. And I also don't want to be looked at as, oh, let's just give to her on today, but every other day, like, no, I want, the constituents to support, but I also don't want people to look at my show or my content as goodwill stuff. You understand?
Right.
Why do you should say goodwill? Go ahead, James.
No, I was agreeing with Becca. I feel on that.
Because people be like, and I don't like to, Ben, you know that about me. I'm Haitian. So it's like,
hey, but I'm just here to be devil's advocate. Not even devil's advocate. I'm here to be just be me. So somebody this morning commented on one of my videos, said Dixon isn't nothing but a dollar store Rashad Richey.
Oh, that's not even close to true. Let me tell you how that first I'm sorry.
We got Rashad Richey. We go back way back enough to like. I think people are trying, and because Jank Uger and a couple guys over at Jank over at TYT try to put that out there in the ethos that the reason I left TYT was because of Rashad Richey, which is a total lie. And I'll do a video on that later because I knew Dr. Rashad Richey before TYT, and we've known each other since TYT. But the reason I brought it up is because I replied to them. They say I'm a dollar store Rashad Richey. I said, I'm more like a Goodwill Dr. Rashad Richey because a lot of my clothes I got at Goodwill. And you know what? I don't care.
Yeah.
You can't care. You cannot care in these spaces because the work we are doing is we're clearly not here because we're rich doing this. And people try to put the limitations and those expectations on you and try to make you be embarrassed about. No, we are a working class show. We are working class people. We out here gritting and grinding just like everyone who's watching us right now. And if we don't have to share that vulnerability, right? We don't have to share it. But what you're not going to do is make me feel some kind of way because what? I'm not rich as Jank. Because I'm not rich as who?
Anna Kasparian. I'm not rich as like a lot of these people in these spaces that are, because there can only be one Black person who, it's funny. The way that you're talking to me right now, Ben, is the way that Olay, when we talk, she's always like, Rebecca, no, this is what you need to be doing. This is what Miss Sweat of my God, how she be saying, this is what you need to be doing. This is it. Da, 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 da. And you are, she literally tells me, you are like the money maker. She's like, when I first met you, of course, you're a journalist or whatever, but girl, now, we're friends. She's literally like a sister. She'd be like, girl, no, you are your personality, your look, all this stuff. Like, come on. And it's funny because you try something new and people on the internet will try to, and I don't care about the comment section anymore, but I do care about how people will assume that because of how you present yourself, you don't need, you are not in a place of, where you actually, this is your job. They'll be like, oh, she's fine. She got it. Or this is just what, like, she's good because she doesn't need from us. We just watch and we love her because, like I said, this is a Goodwill show. This will always be something that I'm okay with. But then I look at my, other people that I work alongside, and Benjamin P. Dixon, just seeing how people just give. They just give. And I'm like, dang. These people can survive off of that. I still got to go find work or do those odd jobs that I was telling you about, Ben. Well, I don't have work. Odd jobs, and it ain't selling nothing like a body part. But I mean, do these odd things to just make ends meet. And that's not for, like I said, not for pity, but for you guys to understand this is my work, and I want you guys the same way that you support others to do the same thing for me. This is not for y'all to be in my comment section saying that I'm there was a word that somebody used and said, I forgot what it was, but they told me I'm wearing them out, asking for support for my content. And
hey, listen. Oh gosh. Okay.
Not you got to the church town.
Look, I'm about to grab my hand.
The pastor napkin.
Listen. I'm literally working on something right now. I don't want to go details. I don't want to go off topic, but you got to reject any attempt to shake your own frame.
Yeah.
That's an attempt to shake you up. Rebuke that devil. And now, how many people we got in the audience today? Hang on. There's good places in it. I got 229 people on my channel. How many do you have on your channel right now, Rebecca? Can you see?
I actually have it's quite a bit. Actually, today was we almost reached 90. I think we even hit 90 at some point. We have 80 right now watching live.
God dog it.
Listen. Thank you,
Shout
Omega
out
Star.
Omega Star. Okay.
Thank you, Omega Star. And you did it on the right channel. Thank you. And no, let me answer this real quick. No, Ben and Dr. Rashad, we're certainly not refuting.
Right.
The only thing I wanted to point out is that it appears to me, and I'm looking for the clip. If anyone has the clip, it came to me that Cenk Uygur put that out into the ethos, into the atmosphere, that the reason I'm not at TYT was because of Dr. Rashad Ritchie. And that's a flat out white supremacist lie. That's what white supremacy does. It attempts to divide and conquer every community, specifically the Black community. I've been on Dr. Rashad Ritchie show as many times as he has asked me and as many times as I wanted to be on. Now, let me get to the point. Thank you for whoever just sent that $50 to Rebecca Azor. Here's what I need y'all to do.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. Everybody needs some variety in life. That's what I love about Chumba Casino. They know how to keep things fresh and exciting. All their games are free to play, like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire. You can claim free daily login bonuses, too. And they release new games every week. So spice things up with ChumbaCasino.com now for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hang on. I think I got to, where's that banner?
Omega Star, thank you.
Let me put it up. Do I have it? Oh, David, I don't have it. Rebecca, put your Cash App in the comment section so I can put it up.
Oh, it's Becca's voice. Let me see. Let me go here.
Yeah, that's what they do. Like that was, and I'm looking for the clip because I want to make sure I hear it precisely. And here it is.
And then Ben, I know you're, and I'll be real with y'all. Ben is helping me out because I am, rent is due, and been behind, and Ben was like, well, Rebecca, I'll help you, fund it, and I said, But Ben, I don't want people to, I just don't want I need people to respect me. I don't want people to but he's like, no, Rebecca, you need, this is what your work is. And this is your livelihood. So you should be able to, fund what you need to fund by doing the work. You need the place to do your work. You need the stuff. And I'm like, you're right. But
listen.
Again, I'll figure it out. Pouring from an empty cup is one of my specialties.
Let me start right here. For every person in the audience who is financially struggling, we are not asking you to give a dime.
Thank you.
We do not want you to give anything if it's going to put you in a financially compromised situation. We don't want you to send Rebecca anybody else $10 if that $10 you need to put into. No, we would never ask for that. I'm talking to the people in our audience who have excess, who have overflow, who can send $100 and wouldn't even miss it. If that's you, her Cash App is on the screen right now. 5 of you, 5 people watching this show right now, you have excess and it wouldn't bother you. It's like $100 for you would be the decision of whether or not you want to go get a nice bottle of wine, right? I'm talking to those folks. Now, those who don't have, you help us, one, by being in the chat.
Yeah.
You help us by liking. You help us by sharing. You like us by talking about us on the internet. You like us by coming and helping us ratio people on Twitter and on all the other. That's how you help us. We don't want you to feel any kind of way. Thank you, Linda. Those of you who have disposable income, those of you who have it, send it to Rebecca now. Send it to her so that she can continue. And Rebecca, this is more than your work. This is your ministry. And I know that's not for everybody, but you have to understand the reason we would continue to do this, even though we don't get paid not hardly anything to do this work. The reason we continue to do it is because it has to be done. It is a sacrifice. And so we're asking those of you who have disposable income and you won't miss it to send a donation over to Rebecca's Voice on Cash App so she can get it immediately. If you're better served, if you have to send it via YouTube, because YouTube like to take their big old chunk of it, but go ahead and send it to her super chats on her side. Make sure you put it in hers though, not mine, because we ain't do the paperwork. Whatever comes to mine gonna end up sticking with me because I'm not gonna be able to go back and say who sent what to where. Go to her channel and send her some love. If she has been, and this is the last part, this is not a guilt trip, as her camera goes out. What I'm about to say is not a guilt trip. It's just a fact. If she's been a blessing to you in any kind of way, and you can afford to be a blessing for her, do so. Send that love. And if you can't, just send some love in the chat room. Send her some hearts. Send her some, we love you, Becca. Send her some, we got you. Whatever you can. But don't feel bad about not having the money, because truth be told, we ain't got the money.
Right.
Becca, when we were paying on the we had y'all on a little salary we had, right? We ain't got right now.
Yeah. And I really appreciate that. Again, I'm working on, all of the things that you guys have said. So thank you for pouring in.
And you are, to be sure, not that it matters, because your ministry is your ministry, but you're also working.
Yeah.
You're working and working gigs. You're coming in hot off so this is a double ministry. You are working a regular job, you're working side gigs, and
I got let go. You don't remember, Ben? I got let go from that regular job, so I had to do the
That's what I'm saying, like you're doing those little strange jobs.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the one that you ain't want nobody to see you at, that job.
Funny.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I want you all to remember us in this position right here, because we're not gonna be here always. Right? The door, the windows of heaven are getting ready to open up, and we are about to be blessed beyond measure. But I don't want you all to judge us based on my newest suit whenever I go get one. Y'all see I wear the same. This one fit me real nice. Y'all gonna see the same blue jacket at least 12 more times. Right? But I don't want y'all to judge us based on when we have. I want y'all to look at what we did when we did not have. Because when we did not have, we came out here and we served like we had it.
And let me be clear too. We are not, even when we had it, y'all seen us on the show, we had it, right? And that we didn't really have it, but we had it. But in that time, we were doing what we needed to do. And look how when we had nothing, we were still able to do it. I said in the beginning of this year, wearing the same sweatshirt. I remember saying that, you know what?
Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, bingo, slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
I have to be able to look at the moments where I have nothing and be grateful for them. Right. I remember saying that, and I said, this is going to be the trajectory for the rest of our year. And this year, I can honestly say, has been a year of transformation and pivot for me. I think that seeing myself this year, I'm very proud of myself. Yes, it may be hard and things like that, but I've even watched as we all grew through the years, as we made commitments to continue to, this thing was being held up by Band-Aids, and we took the Band-Aids and put healing ointment on it. That's right. Now we're just left with a bit of a scar, but we are working through this thing and figuring it out ourselves. I know that this has been hard, but listen to me. I've been grateful with the nothing that has come, the things that have been stripped from me. Remember I talked about that? I said, this is a stripping season. Things are going to be taken from you, but it means that something else is going to come and be better. I had this habit of holding on to something, right? And I feel like God is just like, let it go, let it go. And I'm like, sir, if I let this go, the boat is going to sink, and I can't allow that. And the moment that I let it go, water does develop in the boat. But at some point, I am sitting in this water and I'm just trusting God, and he gives me a way to plug it up. Yes. So he gives me a way to figure it out. And I think that has been my best part of this year, is looking at the circumstances in a different manner, which has allowed me to push and be okay with doing some of these odd jobs, because I know it ain't forever.
It ain't permanent. And we're going to close. You can close out when you want to, but this is the last thing I'm going to say about this. Let me tell y'all something. We did this work when we had, and we kept doing this work when we did not have. I did this work when I was unhoused. Some of y'all could tell. You can tell because the background was a little sketchy.
It's in the closet.
Right.
But I did the work. The only reason I stopped doing the work was because God had took me and just set me down and said, sit down for a minute. But then y'all continue to do the work. You know what I mean? And so there is a change that's coming. We are headed into a different season, and it is a season of abundance. And I'm grateful for that. But the most important thing for us to remember, y'all, is that the stuff that we have gone through together on this show is a reflection of what people are going through in real life. And that's what makes our show much more powerful than anyone else's, because we don't have to worry about the facade of looking wealthy and being rich and having the bag. No. Most people in this country are going through the same thing that you're going through, Rebecca. Most people in this country are going through the same thing you're going through, James. Most people in this country are going through the same exact thing that I'm going through right now. One day I'll tell you all the details, because it's a story that's worth telling. All y'all need to know right now is that we are committed to this work because it has to be done. And that's the reason why we're going to be blessed doing it. All right. Amen. That's all I got to say.
And I appreciate that. And then don't forget our DJ as well, DJ X3C on Venmo. And
Granny draws on the Cash App. Look, that's
Granny draws.
That's my mama's. Yeah,
but no, seriously, it's
put it in the really, James. Put it. Make it a comment so I can post it. And I don't have I don't have that slide from David has that slide.
And I really appreciate it to everyone.
You got Granny app on their stream? Nope, it's not there.
Granny draws. But Derek Jones, Clarence Jones.
There it is. Thank you, Jam.
But Alice, Edwin, Daryl, Twinette. I want to say her name correctly. Dwayne yet because she's been real good to me. When weeks you said that you can create commercial for me for free. Please hit me up in the DMs or something and let me know what you mean by that, because it sounds like it could be some help.
Right.
Charlie, as always, Charles, and Dennis, Susan, Captain Black Sparrow, Charles. Thank you so much, Charlie. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody
Every Saturday, Paul.
thus far. And listen to me. This is a weekly show, and it's every Saturday around the 10:30, sometimes really for at 11, but whenever we can get together for real. But between the 10:30 and the 1 p.m. slot, we're here. This is a weekly show. We get up and we do it. I have my own segment called Shades of Good News. I'm also on a show called Leftist Mafia every Thursday. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen me there as well. I've been on Olay and Friends, which absolutely love. This is somebody who met on my show 4 years ago, and now she's like my sister for life. So this work has brought us together in so many different ways, where we're able to do the work. You see me on the Griot, you see me on Mark Lamont's show, you see me on you see me. Listen, I've been outside, and I'm really grateful for it. Now I want you guys to support our channels so that we can grow and do what we need to do, because this is not a thing where it's like I'm just trying to do this for this is my life. This is literally my livelihood. I like to tell people that because it's true. I've been doing this for politics for the last 10 years, and I took a lot of hits because I chose not to drink the Kool-Aid at times. And so, anywho, I said to say, Ben had a question that we didn't answer because we went down this rabbit hole of, I appreciate the help, but we went down this rabbit hole. But Ben had a question, and you can keep me on the front screen.
Yeah.
Because you said,
James, you next.
Our blackest memory of Christmas,
or even your favorite, whatever it is.
Your favorite. So mine is,
or your favorite holiday tradition. Any of those categories.
Mine was putting, and I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna put this footage up of me on Christmas Day. Yeah, so y'all can see it. But my dad used to get real Christmas trees with us. That was at the point where fake Christmas trees wasn't a thing yet. He would get real Christmas trees with us, and he would let us decorate the tree. That's why I'm very big on decorating and putting up Christmas things, because my mom and my dad did that for us. And we would go drive through and see lights while we were going to go get the Christmas tree. My dad would drive through neighborhoods to see lights. Mind you, this Haitian man who, they celebrated differently in Haiti, and he got the chance to do this with his kids. He would get that real Christmas tree. We would pick it and bring it home. The house smelled like pine, and in the Florida humidity, that tree didn't stand a chance in our home. But we got to put it together, and my dad was also a videographer, and he would practice and take footage of us. So there's footage of us that he's shown us, and I remember this as a kid that he would pick me up and put the star on the tree. And there's one, and I was dancing around the Christmas tree. I was a little girl, and I remember at that time telling like Santa Claus to make me pretty in that time. And I remember this particular video, I wrote a letter to Santa in this video, and I told him, make me pretty. And then I was looking at that video, and I said, look how beautiful I was. I know I was a little raggedy, I had a little snot come. I was a kid, a little snot in the video, ponytails going all of the other ways, dress hanging off my shoulder, but I was happy. But in that moment, one of the things I asked Santa to do was make me pretty. But my dad picking me up and put me on the Christmas tree, I was beautiful, right? My dad's like, Rebecca gets to do this. Rebecca, like, you're beautiful. I had all of that. And I was looking at the video. I'm like, I had all of this love surrounding me. And I can't believe that was the thing I thought about, but looking at it and looking at me and smiling and those things, I got to do that so much that recently when I went home, I do it now, but with my parents. Like, Dad, you could put the star on the Christmas tree. So that's just one of the things for me.
That is such an awesome story, Rebecca.
It really is.
James, you ready, man?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. And while we're doing this, I want to encourage anyone in the audience who's watching, if you want to include your story in our Blackest, Wokest Christmas Ever, and just because it's Blackest doesn't mean it's only going to be Black folks. You just have to be woke if you want to be a part of it. And if you're watching our show, that means you're woke. So send me. I will get I will give you I will get my email address to you all. You can send me a video of you doing the same thing, and we will include it. James, you are up. What is your favorite memory? What is your favorite tradition? Any of that is yours.
My favorite memory, of course, would probably be my brother and I. Every Christmas, we would go and find our Christmas gifts because we knew our hiding places for our parents. So, we would look in the closet and find that big G.I. Joe plane just sitting in there, and we would already know what we were getting, but then we would go back and it would be gone. And when we opened up the presents on Christmas morning, that present wasn't there anymore. So the parents knew what was going on, but eventually they would give us the gift. So that's probably one of my best memories with my brother. And then the other one is always Christmas Day, being able to go spend time with the family and open up gifts like we're still young and all of us are grown. We only have a few kids in the family. So being able to go with the family, open up gifts, hang around the tree, have fun, drink, and just do everything. I love it. It's my favorite one.
Oh.
Look, people said I was dropping their government names. My bad.
Right.
I am so sorry.
Yeah.
You. Now, Ben, can I hear what I know this is your
right.
what you're going to do, but I actually want to hear what was your favorite Christmas memory or favorite moment.
It was when as a young kid, I realized my parents didn't have enough money to really get us a lot of stuff, but I was able to appreciate like the joy they gave us. Yeah. Like I was young. I had to be like 9. And I remembered, I was like, oh, wow, we really can't get all the stuff my friends are getting. But I just saw how much energy they were putting into it and how fun it was regardless. Like it was just the best time. My dad would always go and get us these little trinkets from like Walgreens or whatever the equivalent was back then. I wasn't Eckerd's or something, just little stuff that he could afford. And he brought it back and we never got upset about that. We just loved the fact that he made the effort. It was almost kind of silly. He's like, you're going to get these little things and we, and we just admired the effort that he put into it. But when it connected with me and my kids and I couldn't get them what I used to get them.
How to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1, go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2, collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3, play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games, all for free?
Step 4, unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
I couldn't, but my kids reflected the same energy back to me, and they still do that to this day. So it's kind of like an overlap of two memories.
Oh, I love that. And
I love
that's true. It's the joy of Christmas. Jesus is the reason. But no, I want to give a shout out before we leave. I know we got to go. I know Ben, wifey got the breakfast made for you. She always has that down packed.
We about to have lunch.
Right.
She already did breakfast.
She already made. Listen, who's trying to marry me? Because I'm trying to be like Jada for somebody. You got look, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's cooked, kids is fresh, whatever. Now, but I want to actually thank Mike from the Humanist Report, who's also Mike. Who is also my co-host on the Leftist Mafia, because if y'all don't know, I did post on social media how I was doxxed. Somebody put my information out, my personal information, and on Twitter. I don't be on Twitter. I'm only on Twitter because Ben ain't got no phone, and the Leftist Mafia only communicates with me through there as well. So, and look, both shows that I'm on, that's the only reason why I'm on Twitter. So I get on there and somebody doxed me. Twitter didn't do anything about it. The new age Twitter, where we're at X, it does not really take down any kind of doxing anymore like they used to or anything like that. So your information can be out there for anyone to see. The thing is that information that they did put out had information of my loved ones included. So I had just, shared that, and the Mike, the group, they were like, hey, giving me options of what I can do. Somebody, Mike, advised me of something, because again, it's one thing for it to be me, but when my family is involved, I know that you guys understand this. That's the first people I'm going to try to protect. So, so I discussed that with them, and Mike was like, here, you should definitely get this right now. It was an app. And I'm like, baby, It's $209, not an app, but a programming to take your information. I can't get it right now. I'm gonna have to see it in 2025. But thank you. I'm gonna keep it right here. I'm gonna pin it. They probably just gonna have to cover my home, cover everybody's like for real. And he sent me the $209. He said, no, here, you need to do it right now. And that's how I love with you guys here. I feel that with you guys here. And I feel that on the Leftist Mafia, the protection, the love, the covering with the people that I work alongside, because sometimes the environment can get crazy. Doesn't feel that way. And I've always had that from you, Ben. And I know I got that from you, Bubba, and just experiencing that. So shout out to you, Mike. I know you're on break. I know this is not on the Leftist Mafia, but I wanted to give you your flowers. And I really, really thank you for that. I appreciate you for that. I know he can sense the fear that I had in that time. He was like, oh no, sister, Merry Christmas. he said, buy it right now. And I was able to purchase it. So I thank you for definitely looking out for me and covering me like a brother from another mother, because that's what you are. Love you.
So much. Listen, so much room in our hearts and our community for folks who are not Black, who are not Christian.
Yep.
Who have whatever their identities are. That's the difference, y'all. And this is how we're going to win. Rebecca, I'm sorry. You close out. We got out of here. We're at 2 hours, 20 minutes. But the way we are going to win is because we genuinely have community and we genuinely have empathy and love. And they can't replicate that over there. They hate each other so much over there. They all hate the content creators, hate that content creator. They hate this person because of this. Not over here. We got genuine love. And I think what Mike did for you demonstrates that, like one of the best examples of it.
And I appreciate that. So if y'all know Mike, and y'all just tell him that Rebecca said thank you for me, and blow his stuff up and send him yellow hearts. Tell him that's from Rebecca. Yellow hearts, yellow hearts. But yeah, what's so funny, bruh?
Who, me? Cause I have friends that just literally just got in town off the road. That's here for the weekend, and they on the side being crazy.
What up, fam?
Every time. Hey, fam.
Every time. Let's get off the show. Y'all go have a good time.
We're gonna get off the show, but I
can't, because I'm about to go start working in like an hour.
And sorry about that, friend. Because I'm going to take a nap. But listen, I love you guys. Mean it, and it's the holidays. I want you to guys enjoy the holidays, please.
Yes.
I got something good coming from y'all, but please, Ben's gonna drop something good, right? You're gonna do this holiday thing. I want to watch it.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. So please support the channels, and I will see you guys after the holidays, because I don't know if I'll be here on next Saturday. It just depends. But I will see you guys after the holidays, or we'll touch base in between. But I love you guys. I mean it. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, and
Kwanzaa.
what else is there? Kwanzaa. We can't forget about Kwanzaa. And all the holidays, and even if you don't celebrate, joy. I'll see you guys on next episode. The work that we're doing here is not going to stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Like it or not, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Like It or Not. Rebecca Azor is in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, or real life-ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin,
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.